Have you ever taken a moment to consider what truly holds value as you age? What are the key elements that will support you in the years ahead, ensuring a life of joy, stability, and fulfillment? Reaching 60 isn't just another birthday. It's a turning point, a time to reflect on what truly sustains you. As someone who has navigated the journey of aging, I want to share with you 7 guiding principles that have profoundly shaped my life over the decades. These aren't just arbitrary suggestions. They are foundational lessons that have provided me with resilience, health, and the ability to cherish my later years to the fullest. If you desire a meaningful, contented life at any age, this is for you. We'll explore essential elements from maintaining good health to embracing solitude with grace. These insights are more than just about aging. They are tools to help you take control of your emotions, relationships, and overall well-being, making each year ahead better than the last. Stay with me until the end because this isn't just another discussion on getting older. It's an opportunity to shift your perspective on life and gain the wisdom to create a future filled with purpose and happiness. Before we begin, I'd greatly appreciate it if you could like this video. Your support allows me to continue sharing valuable lessons about aging. If you haven't subscribed yet, I encourage you to do so and turn on the notification bell so you never miss an update. If you enjoy this video, comment 1 below. And if there's still something you think I can improve on, comment 0 so I can create even better content for you. Now, let's dive in. One thing that has become undeniably clear to me over the years is that health is the greatest wealth. In my younger days, I hardly gave it much thought, living as if my body was invincible. Late nights, stress, and an unbalanced diet were the norm, and I believed I was immune to any consequences. However, as I crossed the threshold of 60, reality set in. My body, once resilient, began signaling that change was necessary. No longer is health just an afterthought. It is my top priority. Staying healthy isn't merely about avoiding illness. It's about living with energy, clarity, and vitality. I have incorporated daily rituals such as brisk walks, stretching exercises, and meditation. These aren't just habits for fitness. They serve to sharpen my mind, uplift my mood, and cultivate inner peace. I have also made a conscious shift in my eating habits. Gone are the days of indulging in processed and quick-fix meals. I now focus on consuming whole, nutritious foods that fuel my body and keep it strong. The difference is profound. Eating well isn't just about feeling good in the moment, but about ensuring long-term well-being. Regular checkups, once an inconvenience I avoided, are now an essential part of my routine. Rather than something to fear, they provide me with reassurance and allow me to take preventive measures. It has become clear to me that without good health, all the achievements, relationships, and material wealth in the world lose their significance. Health is the foundation for everything, and it deserves to be nurtured daily. Another lesson I have learned over time is the importance of enjoying my own company. In the past, I saw solitude as a sign of failure, believing that constant engagement with others was necessary for fulfillment. I used to think that being alone meant missing out, that it reflected a lack of companionship or purpose. But as I experienced moments of solitude, I discovered something invaluable. It is not a burden, but a gift. Learning to be comfortable in my own presence has been one of the most liberating experiences of my life. Now, I cherish quiet moments, whether it's sitting in my favorite chair with a book that transports me to another world, or journaling my thoughts to reflect on my experiences. Writing has become an outlet for self-expression, a space where I can be completely honest with myself. Music has also taken on a deeper meaning for me. Each song carries memories and emotions, creating a profound connection between my past and present. What once seemed like empty time is now precious, a chance for self-reflection, creativity, and inner growth. At first, I hesitated, worrying that too much time alone would feel isolating. But I've come to realize that solitude isn't about loneliness. It's about self-discovery. It has taught me that I don't need external validation to feel whole. Instead of relying on others to fill the spaces in my life, I have learned to embrace them myself. When you develop a fulfilling relationship with yourself, you strengthen every other aspect of your life. Your relationships, your sense of purpose, and your overall peace of mind. It is a relationship that requires care and attention, and one that should never be neglected. Solitude is not something to fear. It is an opportunity to reconnect with your true self, away from distractions and noise. In embracing it, you gain clarity, resilience, and a deeper understanding of who you are. If you're still watching this video and find these lessons meaningful, please comment 1 below. Your time and engagement mean a lot to me. Thank you for being here. Another realization that has shaped my perspective is that money does not equate to happiness. While financial stability is essential, it is not the ultimate source of fulfillment. True wealth lies in experiences, relationships, and personal growth. I have learned that the most joyful moments in life often come from simple things, meaningful conversations, time spent with loved ones, and the sense of contentment that comes from personal achievements. For many years, I chased material success, believing that accumulating wealth would bring security and happiness. But over time, I found that the things that truly matter are often intangible. A deep conversation with a friend, the joy of learning something new, or the satisfaction of giving to others, these are the experiences that bring lasting joy. I no longer measure my worth by financial gains, but by the depth of my connections and the richness of my experiences. While financial planning is important for a secure future, it is not the ultimate goal of life. What truly matters is the impact we make, the memories we create, and the peace we cultivate within ourselves. Aging has taught me many things, but above all, it has reinforced that life is about perspective. When we focus on what truly matters, our health, our inner peace, our relationships, we create a future that is not only secure, but deeply fulfilling. When I was younger, I used to believe that financial success was the key to a fulfilling life. I poured endless hours into my work, often at the expense of my own well-being, convinced that accumulating wealth would lead to happiness. I thought that the more I earned, the more complete I would feel, and that financial prosperity was the ultimate marker of success. But as time passed, I came to a realization that shifted my entire perspective. Money, I've learned, is not the source of happiness. It's merely a tool that helps us navigate life. While it can provide comfort and security, it does not in itself bring fulfillment. Over the years, I have come to understand that money should never be the ultimate goal, but rather a means to create a stable and meaningful life. My focus has shifted from simply acquiring more to making thoughtful choices that align with my values and well-being. Instead of chasing wealth for its own sake, I have learned to manage my finances with intention. I prioritize quality over quantity, ensuring that my spending reflects what truly matters to me. This change in mindset has brought a sense of peace and stability that no amount of money ever could. I have become more conscious of my financial habits, budgeting for essentials, making informed spending decisions, and saving for the future. The constant pursuit of more no longer holds power over me, freeing me from the stress of comparison and consumerism. One of the most valuable lessons I have learned is the importance of living within my means. I am more deliberate about my expenses, avoiding unnecessary debt, and maintaining an emergency fund to navigate life's uncertainties. Knowing that I have a financial cushion provides a sense of security and peace, allowing me to face unexpected challenges without fear. Beyond finances, I have come to appreciate life's simple pleasures, things that money cannot buy. A warm cup of tea in the morning, a walk in the park, or a quiet moment of reflection bring me more joy than any material possession ever could. I have stopped feeling guilty about taking time to enjoy these moments, recognizing that they are essential to a truly fulfilling life. Having financial resources does not mean constantly striving for more. Rather, it is about how we manage what we already have. Proper financial management doesn't just alleviate stress. It grants freedom, dignity, and a greater sense of control over life. Money can offer choices, but it is our relationship with it that truly determines the quality of our lives. The real measure of financial well-being isn't in how much we accumulate, but in how wisely we use our resources to create a life that reflects our values and aspirations. Through this journey, I have also come to understand another fundamental truth. True friendships are rare, and that's perfectly okay. Throughout life, we encounter many people, some of whom remain mere acquaintances, while others stay for a season before drifting away. But there are a select few who leave an undeniable imprint on our hearts, friendships that stand the test of time. Just like the changing seasons, friendships evolve. Some fade naturally as life takes us in different directions, while others endure despite challenges like distance and time. At this stage in my life, I have realized that true friends are precious and rare, like treasures that become even more valuable with time. It's not about the number of friends we have, but the depth of the connection we share with them. I have learned that a true friend is not someone who only shows up in moments of convenience or gain. A real friend stands beside you in your toughest times, offering unwavering support when you need it most. They do not judge or criticize, but instead listen with an open heart, offering understanding and encouragement. They see you for who you truly are, flaws and all, and accept you without hesitation. These friends reach out not because they need something, but because they genuinely care. As I reflect on my relationships, I have come to see that friendship is not measured by how often we meet or speak, but by the authenticity of the bond we share. True friends provide a safe space where we can be ourselves without fear of judgment. They listen not to respond, but to understand, offering empathy and comfort even when words are not enough. These are the friendships that truly matter, the ones that sustain us through life's highs and lows. Over the years, I have prioritized nurturing these deep and meaningful connections. I invest time, energy, and love into these relationships because I know that these are the people who will stand by me through life's inevitable challenges. They are the ones who bring light into my darkest days, offer a steady hand when I feel lost, and remind me that I am never truly alone. In moments of difficulty, when family may be distant or unable to provide the support I need, it is these friendships that serve as a guiding light, helping me navigate through uncertain times. Genuine friendships offer the strength, encouragement, and unconditional love needed to weather life's storms. They provide reassurance when doubt creeps in and serve as a constant reminder that we are valued and supported. These relationships are irreplaceable, offering a sense of belonging and connection that no amount of money can buy. As I continue my journey, I hold on to this truth. True friendships, though few, are more than enough. They enrich life in ways that material wealth never could. They make the burdens of life feel lighter and the joys more profound. These friendships are the real treasures, the ones that give life meaning and depth. If you're still watching this video, I hope these reflections resonate with you. Maybe you've had similar experiences, or perhaps you're still searching for financial peace and meaningful connections. Wherever you are on your journey, I encourage you to focus on what truly matters. Nurture the relationships that bring you joy. Be intentional with your resources and cherish the moments that make life truly fulfilling. Because at the end of the day, it's not about how much we have, but about how we choose to live. For many years, I found myself trapped in a cycle of constantly fulfilling the expectations of others. It felt easier to say yes to every request, to be the one who showed up, took on responsibilities, and kept everything moving, even when it meant overextending myself. In my mind, this behavior meant I could avoid conflict and be viewed as reliable, helpful, and agreeable. But with time, I started to realize something. In prioritizing others, I had neglected myself. My own needs, dreams, and desires were put on hold, and I ended up feeling drained, overwhelmed, and disconnected from who I truly was. I had become so focused on meeting everyone else's needs that I forgot to ask myself what I truly wanted. It wasn't until I turned 60 that the importance of keeping promises to myself became clear. Before that moment, I viewed my own commitments as less important than those I made to others. I dismissed them as selfish, as if honoring my own needs and desires was a form of indulgence. But as I reflected on the years behind me, I realized that the most powerful promises I could make were the ones I kept to myself. Not because of obligation, but because I owed it to myself to nurture my well-being. Turning 60 became a pivotal moment, a time of deep reflection, a chance to reconsider my priorities. It was an invitation to shift my focus back to myself. I began with small but deliberate actions, a 30-minute walk every day, setting aside time to read books I'd been meaning to explore, and committing to learning new skills. These simple actions became profound acts of self-care and self-discipline. At first, they seemed insignificant, but each time I kept a commitment to myself, I felt a sense of accomplishment that wasn't reliant on external validation. These small victories mattered to me, and that feeling of self-pride grew over time. I realized that my commitments to myself were just as important as the promises I made to others, and I had the power to follow through on them. Every promise I kept was a building block for my self-worth and confidence. These small acts of dedication helped me understand that I was in control of my own life and choices. By consistently honoring my commitments, I rebuilt my discipline and affirmed my belief in myself. Every walk, every book, and every new skill I practiced became a reminder of my ability to set goals and stay on track, even when no one else was watching. I didn't need anyone's approval to feel proud of my progress. My sense of achievement came from within. This commitment to myself taught me how to prioritize my own needs, to set boundaries, and to value my time. I've learned to recognize that I deserve the same level of care and attention that I often gave to others. Through these acts of self-care and commitment, I've learned to speak to myself with kindness, to honor my limits without guilt, and to trust that it's okay to put myself first. For years, I had put others ahead of me, but now I understand that in order to give my best to others, I must first give my best to myself. Keeping promises to myself has become a powerful reminder of my inner strength, resilience, and worth. Every time I honor a commitment, I reinforce the idea that my word matters, even when no one else is around to hear it. These promises are not just about completing tasks or reaching goals. They are about building a deeper, more trusting relationship with myself. By keeping these promises, I show myself the love and respect that I once reserved only for others. Prioritizing my well-being has allowed me to understand that when I take care of myself, I'm better equipped to take care of others. I'm learning to respect my own worth and put my needs at the center of my life, knowing that doing so will ultimately lead to a more fulfilling and empowered existence. Letting go of the past is another lesson I've had to embrace. For many years, I carried a heavy, emotional load, resentments, regrets, mistakes, and painful memories. I believed that by holding on to these feelings, I was somehow protecting myself from further hurt or punishing those who had wronged me. But in truth, this weight only poisoned my present and hindered my ability to move forward. I found myself stuck in a cycle, unable to fully embrace the future I could have had. The decision to let go wasn't easy, but it became a turning point when I realized I had the power to free myself from the emotional chains I had created. One day, I made the choice to forgive, not because the people who had hurt me deserved it, but because I deserved peace. I came to understand that holding on to the past kept it alive, and by doing so, I was prolonging my pain. The people who had wronged me had already moved on, and yet I was still living in the hurt, unable to let go. Forgiveness became clear to me as a gift I gave to myself, not to anyone else. It wasn't about absolving anyone of wrongdoing or excusing their actions. It was about releasing myself from the emotional prison I had built. Letting go didn't erase the past, but it freed me from carrying the emotional burden that had been holding me back. It allowed me to heal, to step into the present without the weight of unresolved pain. Forgiveness became the key to unlocking the future I deserved, a future where I could embrace joy, fulfillment, and personal growth. It was a step toward creating a life of peace, one where I could move forward without being tethered to old wounds. By letting go, I opened myself to new possibilities, to living in the now, and to making the most of the life I still had ahead of me. As I continue on this journey, I've learned that letting go of the past isn't just about forgiveness. It's about giving myself the freedom to create the future I want. It's about releasing the things that no longer serve me and embracing the person I've become. The more I let go, the more space I make for joy, healing, and new experiences. Reclaiming my peace and energy was the first step I took to break free from the past. It became the moment I decided to stop letting history dictate my present and future. I realized that no matter how much I wished I could change things or replay those moments over and over in my mind, I could never undo the pain, nor could I rewrite the mistakes. But what I could do was decode how I wanted to view those events. I could choose to stop letting them define who I am or how I feel about myself. Instead of clinging to bitterness or resentment, I made a conscious shift. I started to see the lessons, the growth, and the strength that came from each challenge and hardship. Every setback, every loss, every mistake had shaped me into the person I've become. Rather than seeing them as burdens to carry, I began to see them as stepping stones, helping me evolve into something greater. Forgiveness and letting go became pillars in my journey toward emotional freedom. This process has been nothing short of transformative. I've experienced a lightness that I had never known before. The heaviness that once weighed me down, the emotional burden I had carried for so long, no longer feels crushing. It has been replaced by a new sense of peace, and I'm open to the joys that life has to offer. Letting go of the past gave me the clarity and confidence to move forward in ways I didn't think were possible. The joy I feel now is a direct result of that freedom, the freedom I gave myself when I chose forgiveness, to release the past, and to step into the future without any baggage. Ultimately, the choice to let go is a gift that only you can give yourself. It's about deciding to heal rather than stay hurt, to embrace peace instead of holding on to resentment, and to choose growth instead of stagnation. This choice opens the door to profound personal transformation and emotional well-being. While the path to forgiveness is not always easy, the rewards are immeasurable. It's a freedom that empowers you to embrace the present moment and look toward the future with optimism, knowing you are no longer shackled by your past. If you're still with me, please comment the number 3 below to let me know that you're engaged in this journey with me. I'm truly grateful for your time. At 60, I discovered the life-changing truth that passion is the key to keeping the heart young. It's not about what you do, but about what stirs your soul, what excites you and fills you with purpose. For me, That passion emerged in gardening. There's something incredibly grounding and fulfilling about planting a seed, nurturing it, and watching it grow into something beautiful. This cycle of life is a constant reminder that despite the challenges, life always finds a way to renew itself. But passion isn't limited to gardening. It takes many forms, whether it's through music, painting, writing, volunteering, or learning a new language. The essence of passion is the same. It's about finding something that brings you excitement, something that makes you feel truly alive. It's what gets you out of bed each morning with renewed energy, anticipation, and a sense of purpose. Gardening has not only connected me to nature, but it has also helped me cultivate patience and gratitude. There's something awe-inspiring about watching a tiny seed sprout into a full-grown plant. It reminds me that life is always in motion, always evolving. It encourages me to slow down, to take my time, and to appreciate the delicate balance of life. In the midst of today's busy world, it's easy to overlook these simple yet profound moments. Each time a bud emerges, each time a leaf unfurls and reaches for the sky, I feel a deep sense of accomplishment and peace. These moments, though small, allow me to reflect on the beauty of life that often goes unnoticed. But it's not just about nature's beauty. It's about the deeper sense of purpose that sustains me. Knowing that my care is nurturing life, whether it's a flower, a tree, or an herb, brings me peace. It reinforces the idea that I am part of something much bigger, a greater cycle of life that is constantly evolving. Having a passion goes beyond being a hobby. It nourishes the soul in ways that words can't fully describe. It gives meaning and color to your days. Whether you're tending to a garden, painting a canvas, creating music, or learning something new, passion provides a reason to keep moving forward. It's your anchor when life feels overwhelming, a reminder to keep going even when the world around you seems chaotic. Passion offers direction when you feel lost. It reminds you that there's always something worth striving for, no matter your age or stage in life. The key is to find something that fills you with energy and excitement, something that ignites your heart and keeps you engaged in the beautiful rhythm of life. Thank you for sticking with me until the end of this video. By now, you've learned about the transformative power of the 7 pillars that can help you lead a life full of peace, joy, and independence, no matter your age. So, what have you taken away from this video? Which pillar resonated with you the most? I would love to hear from you in the comments. Let me know one thing you've learned today that you're going to incorporate into your own life. If this video resonated with you and you found it helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more content on how to live a fuller, more meaningful life. Let's keep the conversation going and support each other in making the most of every year ahead. I look forward to seeing you in the next video where we continue this journey of growth and transformation together.